want to go back to the salary increase for starters, because there's an important point here. I have never seen any salary increase like that come in a legislative body without it first going to a public citizen group to make recommendations. That's where any significant change, whether it's structure of salary or structure of the council, ought to come from. This is not a decision to be made by the mayor or by the city council. What I will do is I will comment on what I think are the differences, because we have had these discussions for years. Now, my own personal preference is for a part-time council as we have now. I don't buy the assumption in the question that only people who have the income can afford to do this. I have seen members of the council who were state employees, people who work for insurance companies. There have been a variety of people who have served on the city council over the years with different experiences. But if we are going to have this discussion, it must be one from a citizens' commission, and we must examine not Portland or Seattle, not New York or Los Angeles, not Verona or Mount Horeb, but we have to look at cities roughly in our size, our type of economy, like Lincoln, Nebraska. Maybe in a far stretch, we can take in Des Moines. But we have to look at our comparable cities, have a citizens commission, and go about the discussion that way. It cannot be driven by the city council or the mayor.
Yeah, the mayor and I are going to agree on this, that he's right. When it comes back to what the city council looks like and what the city council is composed of, it should be up to the residents. We are your citizens. We are your we represent you in government. Now, what is happening and what you're seeing is the stresses of many city council members who are getting overwhelmed by what it means right now to serve the city of Madison. We are a growing city. We have many more needs. So as you have city council members who are now regularly going and writing letters to the editor to state that we need more resources, hopefully our residents are able to listen to that message. I'm encouraged that we're seeing more diversity now in our city council as more individuals of color are running. You could see in the Capitol hues primary colors. No matter what, you're going to get a mayor who's white and is a male. That we can't change. But I do see that there's more public participation, and I'm excited by it.
There's just one more thing that I wanted to add. We also ought to look at, and this is not meant as a criticism of any member of the council, but we also ought to look at the size of the council without necessarily saying that if we reduce it, we have to go full-time. Madison, Wisconsin, with 20 members of the city council and less than 250,000 population, is got one of the largest bodies of comparable cities in the United States. And maybe this is an example of where less is more.